Hi, my name is Nicole. I'm going to be your social worker today. What's your name?
Hi, Nicole. I'm from Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, what brings you here today?
Well, I've had a lot of issues recently with my roommates, the girls I'm living with, and on top of that, some school issues as well.
Okay. What were you looking to get out of it, of coming here?
Just kind of some good advice on what to do with the roommate situation because it's taking a big toll on me right now.
Okay, tell me more about that.
Well, I live with three other girls. One of them I don't ever see. She's just really quiet and she kind of avoids everyone, so I don't have a problem with her. But the other two girls, we have a lot of issues. I'm friends with them both. I was friends with one, we were really good friends last year, and then the other one is her best friend. And they're really nice girls and we get along. It's just we don't make the best roommates. A lot of the times they're up making a lot of noise while I'm trying to study or while I'm sleeping and vice versa, and it's just been really chaotic at times.
Have you tried talking to them about it?
I have, and they seem to be understanding in the moment, and in the moment it'll get better. Like if I send them a message while I'm trying to write a paper and I'm like, hey, can you guys quiet down? They'll quiet down for the moment, and then the next day they're back to it. So I don't want to keep bothering them because I feel like I'm being pushy at that point.
Are you the only one that's been dealing with tension, or are they like having issues too? Or?
Well, I'm not sure. I've never really tried asking them that.
Okay. So, how long have you lived with them?
We've lived together since August.
Since August.
It's the second semester living together.
What are you considering maybe living with different people next?
Yeah. I've already looked into rooming with some of my old friends next year, so hopefully that'll be a better situation.
So, are your main problems would be like trying to study?
Yeah, like a lot of the times I'm up late trying to write papers or studying for a big test the next day, and they are just in the kitchen making noise and playing music loudly and inviting friends over, and it's just like a big party house.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Have you tried going other places to study?
No, I guess I could try that.
I know at UCS they have the study open now for 24 hours.
Oh, really? Like all the time?
5 days a week, yeah.
I didn't know that. That's really good.
And the library is usually open until I think 1 a.m.
That's a really good idea. I'll definitely try that.
So you also mentioned that you've been struggling with being stressed about school.
Yeah, this semester has definitely been the hardest semester so far.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say junior year is the hardest, so I'm hoping that next year won't be as difficult. It's been so much of a workload this semester. I'm taking technically 6 classes, and I feel like every week I have a huge assignment due, and then as soon as I finish one, there's another huge assignment due, and there's no break in between. It's just big assignment after big assignment, and it gets to be a lot.
That sounds really hard.
Yeah.
I know that is very difficult to take maybe 6 classes. I probably wouldn't be able to do that, so good for you for doing it. Have you been getting good grades?
So far, yeah. I had an issue with one paper that was graded at the start of the semester, and I didn't feel I deserved that grade, so I talked to the professor, and she was actually really understanding, and she was willing to change that grade, so that worked out nicely. But other than that, my grades are pretty good for how much work I'm doing.
Is there anything else you also do?
I do work part-time. I work 3 days a week as a receptionist at a hotel. And that does take up time. I mean, I guess it could be interfering with school because there are definitely, if I was home during the time that I was at work, I would be putting it towards school and, finishing papers and stuff. But I never really thought about that before.
How do you feel about working less?
Working less, I guess, is an option. It's not an option I would want it to
Yeah.
be because I only work 3 days a week, and if I if I work less, it would be less pay.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just hoping that maybe after the semester it'll ease up a bit.
So you're just trying to stick it out pretty much?
Yeah. Yeah, and if there are like any, like if I can take advantage of things like the study union that's open 24 hours a day, or like the library, maybe I didn't realize it's open so late, maybe I could just go there during those late times to get my studying done. Yeah, definitely.
Is there anything else that has been
I don't think so, not at the time. I don't think I have anything else.
okay. So do you feel comfortable with that like solution to just go to study anymore, or is there something else you feel like you need to find through?
I think going to study union is a good idea, but is there anything else that I could sort of use as like something that's not necessarily open late, but maybe some other solution that would be good for like time management, and since I'm at home or at work, like is there anything else I could do?
I know there is this thing called SARC, Student Academic Research Study, so I think they help you out with that. I know it's through certificates and stuff. I'm not 100% sure on it, but I do know their goal is to like help students that are struggling. And maybe if you do talk to your professors, that can help you out too. If they could give you more advice on how to write your papers in a way where you're not like overwhelmed by them, in a way where I don't know.
Another thing actually that I just thought of is that I'm actually planning to meet with one of my advisors at the end of the week because I'm supposed to graduate next year. And I just want to make sure that like everything's okay. Like I worry about that a lot. If I'm on the right track or if I'm missing a few classes or something. Because I know I've checked my audit before and it's been incorrect, and I'm just worried that what if I don't graduate? Like, I don't know. Is that weird to be concerned about?
No, that's normal. And when's the last time you probably talked to them?
For a long time. I think when I started at UCF, she gave me like sort of like a map of what to take every semester, and I've been following that to a T. But like I can't help, there's like this nagging feeling that like, oh no, I missed something or something's wrong with the computer, like a glitch in the system, and I'm not going to get my degree.
Well, it's definitely good that you have an appointment with her, because I know I've heard of, like, in my personal situation, I thought I had a certain number of credit hours, and I found out I needed to take a couple more, and it was just something that cleared up, and it actually helped me a lot, and helped me get on track, so that's really good that you're going to see her.
I'm definitely going to make sure I stick to that appointment.
Yeah.
I've had to move it a few times because of work or because of some other assignment that's due, but I think I'm definitely going to see her at the end of this week.
But to your knowledge, do you feel like you are on track to graduate?
I do feel that way. I mean, I followed the plan that she gave me from the beginning, and I haven't straightened. I did everything that was required of me to do, so I guess it's just a matter of maybe finishing out what has been set out, and then there's always grad school. I have to start applying for that and looking into my options. It's all very nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
But that's good that you know what you want to do and that you have it planned out. Because
yeah.
I
do know what I want to do.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Well, I'd like to go on to grad school. I'd like to get my MSW. I really want to get into the advanced standing program so I could finish faster, because my dream is to move out to LA. Because I'm a double major. I'm also studying theater. So my big dream is to become an actress. So I want to move out there as quickly as possible and start pursuing that. And in order to do that, I'd like to finish out grad school, sooner. So I can go ahead and start that.
So how does your MSW and theater?
They don't. I get that question a lot, but it's just I had two loves and I couldn't decide between, choosing one or the other. So I decided that I finished high school with my AA because I did dual enrollment, So I had a bit of extra time than most students had, so I decided to, instead of graduating entirely at, at a much younger age, I decided to put that extra time into just having a second major. That way I can pursue acting and then on the side maybe, work part-time with a social work agency or maybe just do acting for a while and then after a few years of that, start working full-time in some sort of, I really like UCF. I really, I'd like to, not so much as just child welfare, but maybe like the adoption end of that. Like I volunteer with Children's Home Society now, and I work with the side that takes the children who have been removed from their homes and are not like being able to go back to their parents. Like they work with the parents to try and like counsel them and allow them to have their children back in the home, but a lot of the times it doesn't work out, and it depends on how extreme the abuse was. Sometimes the child's not able to go back into the home, and in those cases, they look for an adoptive family or foster family for the child to grow up in, and I work with that part of the service, just placing the children in a safe home. And it's like a lot of people think DCF and they think that, oh, you're just meant to take kids away from their parents, and it's not really like that. I'm doing the good side of what DCF does, so it's really rewarding, and I enjoy it. So I'd like to do that. And I don't know. I don't know which one I'll end up doing first or whatever, but I just want to get both degrees and then be able to decide in the future.
It's a really good goal.
Yeah.
Such a good aspiration.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see it here and what happens with you.
Thanks.
I'm glad I got to meet you today.
Me too. Thank you for your help.
No problem. And I hope that everything will work out and that we'll be able to use the resources that we have.